Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, I got some parts in, so starting to build some motors. Now, there was a problem with this one. I did a video on some of the parts on this motor. These are those contactors that I repaired with solder. Just installed those. And it has a mismatched wheel, as you see. Now, this motor originally, I think I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. The intermediate gear was really worn down, and it was just chewing these geared wheels to pieces. Anyway, I took this thing completely apart and put a new armature in it, put a Grossman's nylon gear on it, reassembled it, but this wheel, which was spoked, unfortunately, would not run. No matter what I did, it would not run. It just kept binding. So evidently that intermediate gear, when it wore out, just chewed that wheel up to the point where it just wouldn't work anymore. And it actually looked all right. It looks visually okay, but it would not run. Anyway, I had nothing but problems with this. I got it assembled this afternoon, and it would run for 5 minutes and then lock up. And in any case, no matter what I did, I replaced the wheel with a mismatched wheel, bang. That cured the problem. It was really strange. No idea actually what the actual problem was. But as you see, this motor is up and running. Forward and reverse. It actually runs quite well. It's in really decent shape. It just has a mismatched wheel. So as soon as I get these spoked wheels in, I use them. So I'm always short of them. So, in any case, this is an old motor, but it's in really decent condition, as you see. So, a hodgepodge of parts, but it's up and running. That's the neat thing about it. And it's actually running quite well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this at all. As you see. So, I'm very likely going to put this one in that repaired Canadian Pacific shell. It's sitting right there. That's why I'm testing this motor. Anyway, I just got this thing put together, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 hours ago. And like I said, it ran perfectly, but it would run 5 minutes, and then it would just stop and buzz. It was freezing up, mechanically jamming. And the gear was all right. This gear is okay. The front gear looked all right, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. Checked the armature. It wasn't the armature. It wasn't the intermediate gear. It was this wheel. And again, looking at it, you would never know there was anything wrong with it. But I put it back on this motor, and it'll run 5 minutes and stop. It'll jam. Take it off, it runs splendidly. So I finally got tired of dicking around with it and just installed a mismatched wheel. And that solved the problem. So anyway, I've got some more locomotives coming. They will be here tomorrow according to shipping. The 10,005 and the Commodore Vanderbilt. Both of them are pre-war. And both of them are in really poor condition. But I got them for $8.50 each. $17 for both of them. So anyway, getting some parts, getting some new locomotives in. So I'll do an unboxing on. I'm actually looking forward to the 10,005 and the new Commodore. Commodore Vanderbilt is in dreadful condition. Pre-war, it looks to be intact, but it is really bad condition. The 10,005, not as bad, but remember these locomotives that are coming are 80 years old. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this new motor. So mismatched wheels, but it's up and running with absolutely no problems now at all. Like I said, that was a conundrum. That wheel looked all right. I could not figure out what the problem was. And yet, it just would not run. I replaced it, and it runs perfectly. So it was obviously that wheel. Anyway, so a mismatched wheel on this. It's a pre-war motor. The nice thing about it, of course, is the fact that it's running really well now. So I'll just have to wait till I get a new spoked wheel in and pull that wheel off there and replace it. In the meantime, it's up and running, so I'm not going to worry about it. So it's got 999 push rods on it. So I will very likely just drop this into that Canadian Pacific. Anyway, parts coming and new locomotives that are according to tracking will be here tomorrow. Anyway, I'll do a follow-up video and an unboxing video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.